My dear friend, the Ghost Club has an extraordinary case for you. Spiritualist Thaddeus the Amazing has predicted his own death at his next séance. Could you have a look?
We have a visitor. Approach, please.
What is happening here?
Help!
Not yet.
Ah!
Someone, light the lamps.
Oh. He's actually dead.
I should go back and ask about this.
Nothing but a showman, really. Each week he gave a séance with all his clients present together. So many people makes everything much more dramatic. I attend Lady Ursula at these sessions. She's ailing and needs someone to help her along. I have no particular belief in an afterworld, but if it comforts milady, I see no harm.
I sought him out after the death of Mittens. I was so hoping to hear from my loved one. I'm convinced Thaddeus could have communicated Mittens' wishes to me. I must know to whom Mittens wishes that I should leave my fortune. And now Thaddeus is lost to us. I shall never know. Mittens is my beloved kitty cat. She was run over by a milk wagon several weeks ago. I've been trying desperately to contact my sweet thing ever since. I'm not well, though, and likely haven't long to live myself.
This is so frustrating. I had a simple question, but have had to come back for séance after séance, week after week. Each time Thaddeus divined a partial number from the other side, but never the entire correct number. Today he promised that I would get everything. Thaddeus felt that if I signed some papers, it would demonstrate to my dead father that I had absolute trust in Thaddeus.
He was an incredible psychic. I came to clarify some personal financial matters. I don't understand what happened. He foretold his own death, but I didn't expect it to happen like this.
I have no doubt that his powers were genuine. He was able to tell me of my daily comings and goings, and all manner of details that he couldn't possibly have known. He certainly was going to be able to put me in contact with my sister. I'm so sorry to lose Thaddeus. The oddest part is that he claimed all would be revealed to each of us before his death. I've been coming here to decide whether I should accept a marriage proposal. Thaddeus had been attempting to contact my departed sister so that she could give me advice. Thaddeus was a kind man who sincerely wanted me to make the best choice. Now what am I to do?
Lady Ursula's health is not good at all. And now she's lost her cat, it's almost like she has nothing left to live for. He's been Lady Ursula's butler for years. We have plans to marry. But first, Douglas needs to put together a little nest egg. He says he'll have some money soon. Lady Ursula was planning to leave her fortune to her cat Mittens. Since the cat passed on, she's been going to that spiritualist in hopes that Mittens will tell her what to do with the money.
My brother has become obsessed with some secret bank account. He inherited almost all of my father's fortune, as well he should as the male heir. But some was locked in a secret account. I think it unlikely that it should be a significant amount. I went along to the seances a couple of times. I thought it was a waste of my brother's time. Power of attorney to a psychic? That sounds very unusual indeed.
I should return and find out about this.
Her father mentioned this swindler to me. I understand it's because of him that my engagement has been delayed. I know the owner of a local brewery, and I'm convinced his business will flourish. He just needs some financial backing. Now Janice is free to be married at last. I'll invest my dowry in the brewery and make a fortune. Never trust a man who tells you what you want to hear. He's after something. Taking advantage of my daughter's love for her departed sister. With that charlatan gone, things can get back to normal. My daughter's engagement to Everett Boyd can be announced at last. Janice's elder sister was strong-willed. Janice always followed her lead. That's why it's so sad that she asks her advice, even in death. Time for Janice to think for herself. I know what's best for her. A girl Janice's age should be married. Everett is a very sensible young man from a good family. He'll be very successful, I'm sure of it. Janice is a lovely creature. I would be honored were she to accept my proposal. I do adore her.
That's me. Yeah, some fella come by here every so often. Gives me a silver sixpence if I tell him everything about the folks in that house. Nothing unusual about him. Just a regular fella. I've seen him go into that building over there.
Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions.
That's it, girl.
Walk on, stupid nag.
He was going to reveal my plot. He paid the price for betraying a fellow crook.
This Thaddeus fellow was rather too clever by half. But you pieced it all together very cleverly. Mr. Raymond was particularly interested in this one. He admired the duplicity of Thaddeus.
There has been a murder at the palace. I need you to be careful with this one. Anti-royalist pamphlets have been cropping up and tensions are high. The Queen is very nervous about security. This way. This way. Here we are. Good luck.
I should return and find out about this. I wonder if someone can tell me more about this.
Please, leave the room for a moment. No one is permitted to see me open the safe.
Cannot imagine that someone was after the scepter. I must see it. I ordered the scepter with the dove to be brought from the tower for tonight's event. Thank heavens! It is untouched.
The poor man. I arrived to find him here, dead as you see him. He gave his life to defend my person. Only I know the combination. The vault contains the very precious scepter with the dove, which I've chosen to be used in tonight's knighthood ceremony. This evening, I will knight several industrialists that have worked to end the practice of child labor. All of London's luminaries are invited.
moment in London, I suppose.
I wonder if someone could tell me more about this.
He's been all in a state. Thinks there's some sort of master criminal on the loose. Then this morning, he's gone. Come to think of it, he had been going on about the Queen and all for the last day or two. Seemed to think she was in some sort of trouble.
He said he was onto something. Said everything added in clues. You know, when he thought something was important, he'd write it up in invisible ink. Lemon juice like. He'd use smoke to read it. If you have a way to make smoke, you can see what it says. I did see Artie's friend, Mr. Raymond. He'd just come from Purlock Publishing with his new Penny Dreadful. Seemed very excited about it. I never liked him much.
He's planning an explosion at the palace. It must be evacuated. Doing fine, girl. That's a girl. Whoa, now. Easy, girl. Easy. Keep moving. Whoa there. Easy does it. Steady on. Easy! Let's go. Walk on, girl. Whoa, easy. That's the way. Who's a good horse? You are. Let's go. Keep moving. Slow down.
There's at least 100 people here for the knighthood ceremony. The Queen will use the scepter with the dove for the knighting. She'll arrive precisely at 1 o'clock.
I do hope she didn't.
Run! Out!
Whatever is happening?
Your lives are in danger!
Whatever is happening?
Get out! Emergency! Out! Good. They're out. Why is nothing happening? Nothing? What's going on? I've been tricked! Raymond! Why has he done this?
You are more naive than you appear.
Look beyond the obvious, beyond surface appearances.
Nothing but a showman. So many people makes everything more dramatic.
Quite right.
I brought him his invitation to the knighthood ceremony. The one with the special scepter.
Never trust a man who tells you what you want to hear. He's after something.
The scepter with the dove taken with your help. What could better display my genius?
No one questions you when you wear a uniform. No one questions you when you wear a uniform.
I suspect the solution will turn on geometry.
Quite right. The dead guard was I. The spider venom allowed me to fake my death. I had a perfect view from where I lay. I have stolen the Queen's most prized possession, the scepter with the dove. Think of it. I have outfoxed you, the most cunning detective in Britain. I mocked you by leaving clues for you at every turning point. Now I have the scepter. Proof positive of my superiority.
Jacob! Wake up! It's Raymond! He's taken Artie hostage! They're on the roof! Evie's here to help you, Jacob!
This lad's very life depends upon it. You have done well.
Don't worry, Jacob. He won't know it's coming.
Rather alarmed.
What will you do now?
I suppose this means our detective days are over. But what about you, Artie?
I'm glad I survived Mr. Raymond's insanity, but sadly he won't be here anymore to write more books.
A great loss, I'm sure.
I'm quite serious, Miss Evie. Me and my friends waited every week to read the next number and find out what happened next.
Why don't you write some yourself?
A fellow would have to be very clever indeed.
Sounds like you'd be in your element, my dear.
The Gruesome Whitechapel Murders by Artie.
I should think I would use my full name. By Artie Conan Doyle.
I'd use Arthur. Sounds more of a serious fella.
Bloody well right.
Ah! Oh, Jacob, Evie, it's you. Thank goodness.
Experimenting, are we, Alec?
Correct.
And looking a bit frazzled.
Nerves. It's those great oafs Starrick keeps sending round to coax me. He is offering a ridiculous amount of money.
Alec, you're not thinking of jumping ship, are you?
Never. I've been working on something in case they get too insistent. It's meant to stun an assailant, should the need arise.
Are you certain that it works?
Not as such. I've made 3 of them with varying degrees of acidity and whatnot. Well, one must be the right formula.
Let's find some Starrick lackeys to target then, shall we?
Speaking of Starrick, he is still transmitting false information.
We could simply destroy his transmitters.
His company's too well guarded. The bombs will help, but it would be awkward to produce bombs that potentially do not stun. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like opportunity has come knocking. Oh dear, they never looked so angry before.
Stand clear, Alec.
Let us instead play a little linguistic game with them. Take the bombs and climb onto the roof. When I say the name of a fruit, toss one near the thugs.
Right then.
Oh, wait, I nearly forgot. Slip these into your boots, and you will henceforth be immune to all voltaic discharge. I think.
gentlemen. I would ask you in for tea, but I'm afraid I'm running rather late.
Enough of the niceties. We've come to smash your place up, ain't we, Bess?
You got one of them tully whatsits in here, ain't ya? And you've been reading messages from the Starrick Company.
That is as untrue as the notion that the Starrick Telegraph Company is emitting impartial information, sir.
Come again?
Your employer's promises are nothing but hot air, and his operations are about to turn pear-shaped.
What's you going on about air and pears for?
Oh, I don't know, I feel rough.
Oh, that's disgusting. Oh! God blimey!
Oh, kids, huh? Those playful young scamps get everywhere.
Listen up, Belle, or I'll thump you till your ears are ringing.
Upon your wordplay delights me, and to think I worried you had the mental agility of a dollop of these apples.
I'll have no more of your cheek, boy.
Say that again and I'll give you a bloody heart attack.
Apples?
I think he's trying to be funny.
Oh, you dropped a no one, Bill. You little sod.
What? Ain't me, Bez. Oh, God blimey, it's got me throat.
Oh, those rascals throwing stink bombs again. It happens all the time around here.
Right. Tell us where you keep that telly-what's-it. I'll count to 3.
3? Well, let's see how far you get.
1.
Do you really think I would keep it here? Do you see a cable? A telegraph without a cable is about as useful as a bell without a clapper.
I'll give you a bleeding clapper.
Well, bless my boots, you're as purple as a plum.
I feel all wobbly, Baz.
Now on with that. Bravo, Alec.
Thanks to you, Jacob. Your mere presence gave me courage and resolve I never knew I had. I found myself rather witty too.
Well, make some more bombs and let's sort out Starrick's propaganda machine, shall we? Come on, we haven't got all day. The longer spewing out false information, the more we can awaken the people with the truth about his operations. Let's get to it then. Would you believe my mother says there are still some wives in her street that swear by that soothing syrup? So I took it upon myself to tell her neighbours the truth about the obnoxious draft. Good on you, Alan. But you can't go knocking on everyone's door. No, I wasn't always welcome. Which shows how false information can be as difficult to stamp out as fishwives' profanities at Billingsgate. Or rats in the sewers. But if we can eradicate the source that continually feeds such detrimental trash, then little by little the truth will take the upper hand and the sham will be flushed out. Let's crack on then. Here we are. We will have to get in without being detected, mind. While I stun them, you sneak inside.
I shall destroy not one, but 3 parts of the transmitter.
He'll be as good as dancing before a public toilet without a penny.
Whoa! Come on, bloody Pegasus.
That's your criminal element, that is.
Bagger off, Holmes, before I snap you.
There's been a murder!
Terrible! Oh, this can't be real.
A beautiful machine. Petty corrupt minds. Well, the gods don't come control. I say, this is becoming rather perilous to say the least.
I've got a shot at him!
Ha! Got you, you little bugger. We'll have to cross over here. I say, this is best to say the least. Oh, golly gosh.
We'll finish this together. He's entered my line of sight. Ready, you won't take that.
Jolly close shave, that. A tad fiddly, that one, but I've pulled it as well as a dentist pulls a rotten tooth. Here.
Move on to the next part, Alec.
This old city's gone bad as
I do hope you rot in hell.
My dears, Jacob, Evie, thanks are once again in order for supporting what is most dear to me and to our cause, freedom of speech.
It's a blessing that you employ your genius for the common good, Alec.
However, I suggest you vacate your workshop.
No need. Not now you've given me sacks full of courage. And, besides, what with my little devices, I have all the protection I need. Should you find yourselves with a moment to spare, do drop by.
Ah.
Sir, the engine's just pulled into Waterloo. Once Starrick's men arrive, they're gonna unload the train.
Well, not if the train has already left. Assemble a team at Charing Cross. I'll send the engines there for you to recover.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the delay. We will get you into the central station very soon. Where the hell is that schedule?
Central Station's closed. Attaway's orders.
You saw these blueprints, did you not? Were you aware of this flaw?
It's only a minor weakness, sir. The final wagon's otherwise fortified.
This is absolutely absurd. What could be causing this delay? Once the order comes through, we will send you on your way to the central station. My colleague should be...
I need to get to the central station.
You and this whole lot. It won't happen until I have my train notices. Once the order comes through, we will send you on your way to the central station. My colleague should be here shortly with the schedule. We thank you for your patience. What in the world is happening? Once the order comes through, we will send you on your way to the central station. My colleague should be here shortly with the schedule for the central station. We thank you for your patience. Once the order comes through, we will send you on your way to the central station. My colleague should be here shortly with the schedule. We thank you for your patience.
Thank you, lad. Now help me up.
Have to run. Someone's bound to find you.
Once the order comes through, we will send you on your way to the central station. My colleague should be here shortly with the schedule for the central station. We thank you for your patience. be here shortly
Here's
with
your
the schedule for the
schedule.
Central Station. We thank you for your patience.
Oh, thank you.
Attention passengers! All trains are being diverted to Central Station. I repeat, make your way to Central Station for departures.
I have urgent business in the central station.
What in the world is happening?
I don't like the look of these arseholes.
Are you stealing her? I find who caused this mess. She would sack me for sure. But not...
Consider your next move carefully. You stop that, or I'll make you stop. You fancy a thrashing? Come on! Push my fist at the back of your head.
Get down from there! I've had enough of you, boy!
What was that? Did you hear?
Coming over there!
What a shame. Good partnerships are hard to come by.
Ours is most certainly dissolved.
It's business, Mr. Fry. One does what one must to come out on top. Crawford will not take the news of my death lightly. He can be unpleasant when he's cross. I have sacrificed so much. I don't want to lose my buses.
When coldness or deceit shall slide, the beauty now they prize, and deem it but a faded light which beams within your eyes. When hollow hearts must wear a mask.
Mr. Starrick!
I told you not to disturb me! Till break your own to see. In such a moment I but ask that you remember me. That you remember me.
Crawford.
Her luster stripped by the hands of that savage. He must be brought to justice.
Pearl would not want justice. Pearl would want vengeance.
Your passion is most welcome, Miss Thorne. But we cannot let our emotions disrupt the lawful structures of society. If we do that, the enemy wins.
It shall happen in the shadows. Miss Fry will hang from the gallows, and I will flay her brother as he comes to save her.
I suppose it must be done. Take no chances. Increase the Templar presence in London. We alone protect this city of light.
Yes, Crawford. And then we shall enter the vault and cast aside the shadows together.
What have we here?
Boiler. This dredge character's meddling will be the death of us. He was loitering around the exchange today, asking far too many questions about the bank. Should he discover my plan, you will face a far worse fate than losing your job. Signed, Plutus.
So this Plutus is Starrick's banker, hmm? I wager Dredge will lead me to him.
While you're out and about, do attempt not to destroy modern medicine or the London transportation network.
Don't make me laugh.
Innocent lives hang in the balance. They depend on the city.
I'm not the one who let Lucy Thorne walk away.
A mistake I intend to rectify immediately.